morning, everyone. Today I am doing a page with my scrapbook obsession, my collection obsession, and if you've seen my intro where I showed what I was using, you know it really was an obsession. I bought like just about everything, and it's a simple vintage love story. And I have to say, I love Valentine's Day, I love hearts, I love flowers, and when my first love for paper was actually on Valentine's Day, or we were making Valentine's cards with my friend and her mom and her brother. And so anyway, I'm going to scrapbook when me and my ex-husband went to Key West, and this picture was taken of me and I was writing the girls at home, so I was writing letters to them. So anyhow, and we stayed at Curry Mansion, and it was in like we stayed in it's like the little cottages, I don't know what they call them, around the Curry Mansion. It was actually around the pool, so it was a pretty cute place. And boy, this is a really old picture, I have to say. And so anyhow, this is actually, I think it's a 5 by 3.5. So that's how long I've had this picture, back when they had that size. So anyhow, I planned on using this. I love how it looks on there. But once I started adding, because I decided I was gonna just use a bunch of collage pieces. So once I started adding everything on here, they just kind of blended in, as you can see, just from this one item. So I went back to actually the one that I loved first when I put it on there. And so I am gonna use this. And let me show you the back of this, because I mean the whole thing is beautiful. So that's really pretty too. But I just love, as much as I love all the pattern, I love this tone on tone paper. So that's where I'm going to start, and I'm actually just going to start with the picture, probably as centered as I can get it, and which I think is right there, and I need to leave enough room that I can build this down here. So that's probably close there. Ooh. That's the second time I knocked that over. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. This place was so beautiful. I was reading about it, and the this guy named Curry, he had built it, and then later on his son tore it down and built it in the Victorian style. So that was, I'm sure, why I loved it so much. Oh, and I'm gonna tuck this in, so I bet you I'm gonna have to lift this picture up a little. And I got a little bend in the corner, because this is probably the only thing I'm tucking. And I'm gonna stick that underneath there, and I guess not that much, because I do not want, I mean, I'm putting me on here, I do not want to cover up my face, but I want this right here. Since I'm writing to my girls, I'm just gonna call it Hugs and Kisses, or maybe it's Postcard Hugs and Kisses. So I'm thinking about right like that. So I guess I can just, I'm gonna go ahead and put the tape right there. And I'm just gonna build just about a wreath of things around it. Okay. And you know, I'm trying to put down this this thing that's invisible, where I can still see it, which is so hard. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of line this up so it's even. I've got the postcard crooked, and then I'm putting this straight. Okay, and then where's my washi? Okay, so I bought the washi, so I want to use the washi. I just think it's so pretty too. And so I'm gonna run a piece of this right at the bottom of the picture. So I'm actually going to pull off enough to run it right across. One thing nice about being in Key West, even though it's really warm because it's on the ocean, it just didn't seem that hot there. And then you're kind of playing for it too, so everybody that was there, I'm sure, was in 100% cotton. Okay. And I'm going to be using a little bit of everything. And let's see, I think I'm going to start with this thing here that I can't pick up. Okay, so I wanted to use one of the wax seals and the wax. And this is called Sealed with Love. So I'm gonna tuck this in right here, or yeah, I'm gonna just tuck it around this. But I'm also going to put this here, so I just have to kind of layer everything carefully together, because I want this little extra piece of greenery. Oh, I wiped off that photo. Now I've got all these things here. Okay, I want to make sure that tape is not showing. Okay, so I'm also going to tuck this in here, and about like that, because I want it to come around the postcard, but I want you to be able to see the postcard and all that stuff. Okay, and then I have a butterfly that I've already put up on dimensionals, because otherwise you know how long it takes me to do all that. So I did do that ahead, and I think I pushed them hard enough. The little tabs should pull off easily. And I always take, and if you haven't been here, I know I have new people, and I'd like to thank everybody who joins me. People have been here from early to brand new. I will put dimensionals on the wings, and then the body part I put glue. You do have to make sure that you put down the glue first, otherwise you'll just still end up with a flat butterfly. I know it because I've done it. And my dimensionals are not real big, but it'll still stand up enough that they look dimensional. Okay, so I love that. Okay, and then I have, oh, my glue is breathing over here. Okay, so I'm gonna tuck this here. I'm gonna be careful that you can still see the wax seal here, because I love all these details. And at first I thought it went like this. I guess this really depends on what you decide, but this to me kind of looked like it was more like dangling flowers. So I've decided to put it this way. But I guess it would just depend on how, you know, you see it. But to me it looks like it goes this way. So again, I'm going to just kind of wrap it around a little bit of the picture. I love the layers, so I'm doing that. And then I have this giant stamp, and the colors are just so beautiful. I love the white flower. Oh, and I gotta tuck this underneath. Where's my little These, I don't know if they're a little thinner than normal, but I'm really having a hard time picking them up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this postage stamp just underneath here. I still wanna see the flower and everything, so I'm being careful. And then I have where it's like a postmark, and it's tour someplace, something. And I'm gonna stick that just over top of it, but tucked underneath too, but over top of the postage stamp. Okay, I'm gonna push these down really good because it seems like it's easier for me to pull these up if it's really stuck. Otherwise I end up pulling up the little foam pad. And again, the body. So I'm kind of, well, I have like a triangle going, but you see everything is going to be touching here. Okay, and again, I'm going to kind of put it on this part. No, I'm not kind of. I don't know how come I'm saying that. Why am I doing the kind of? My husband's sitting here Facebooking or something. So I'm talking to him and he's ignoring me.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, why do I keep saying kind of?
Good question.
Okay, and then I have one of the flowers, and there's one of the hearts, and there's a bunch of die cut hearts in between the different little packages, and I'm gonna make a kind of a triangle here with this heart, this bigger heart, and then a smaller heart. And these two I'm just gonna cluster together a little bit. And then I have another one of the foam pieces. And again, I have that piece of clear stuff because if you stick these on wax paper, I just have such a hard time getting them off. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this right here because I've got a cluster here, even though everything's touching, and a cluster here. So I've got my dimensional butterflies, and then I have my foam pieces. So you see I've got those things going on. Okay, and now I'm gonna add another cluster. And I love this because it's got all the cards or letters, cards, everything tied together with a bow. I just love that. I think it's so pretty. Okay, and then I've got flowers here too, because I got flowers in every one of my clusters. Now this one I'm gonna tuck it underneath because I want to be able to see the timepiece. And then I have another one here. And this is white. I've tried every color here, but I love this white one here because you see everything in the room is the white wicker, and the bed was also white wicker. It's so pretty. And then I have another big cluster of flowers. And I'm gonna put them right here. Let's see, do I want it turned? I think I want it turned a little bit like this, because I do want it to overlap that and hit the washi tape here. And I'm really having a hard time picking up these pieces. I don't know why. Yeah, it's because I put on 6 layers of nail polish. Okay, so I have the wax seal here, And I realize it's not where it would actually be, but I'm just using it for another yellow embellishment. I love it. And then I have some more hearts here, and I'm gonna put this on with glue. And I'm putting one right, oh, maybe I need it down here a little bit more. And then one here. And they look like typewriter keys, but with hearts on it. And then I have a pen. It was so funny because I kept thinking that there was a pen in it. But I couldn't find it. And then it's like, oh, I forgot all about the chipboard and the foam stickers. So I'm just gonna put that right up over the correspondence here and over the wax seal and flowers. And then I have this butterfly here, and I gotta push these down again because otherwise I have that trouble getting them off. Okay, yeah, it makes such a difference. Okay, and one more. And I'm trying to think of when this picture was from. It seems like it might have been 1988. But I'll have to look it up to be sure. Okay, so this is my first layout with my collection obsession. So I need to get on it because I need to do 3 more before the month is over. But I love it. I'm so glad I'm scrapbooking this picture because I've had it for, you know, what, 30, 40 years? A long time. So thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. And remember, everybody else that is doing the collection obsession, they will be listed below, and you can go check out and see what collection they are using this month. So, oh, wait a minute. I forgot something. My enamel dots. Okay, and I'm really torn between this deep red and the white. I think I've used the white twice lately. So I am actually going to use these deep red because I've been kind of using that around. Or it's almost a pink. Let's see, maybe down in here. I'm going to add one here because I've been thinking about adding one right there. So I got kind of a triangle of little circular items. And maybe something here by the butterfly. And something there by on the washi. Oh yes, I like that little sparkle that this is giving them. Okay, and I'm gonna put one here, kind of make the little heart like it's a exclamation point. And there. And I'm adding 3 for each area. And then I'm actually going to have 2 left. So you know what? I am just going to use them. Okay, I'm going to tuck one in here. And then this other big cluster, I think I'm going to put another one in here. Okay. When I get down to where there's a couple left, I just want to go ahead and use them because that way they're matching what's there. Yes, I love it. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you check out everybody else's plan. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Well, I got it all done, turned off the camera, and decided it didn't look Key West enough. So I took and I put a white wood background behind it, I cut off a 1/2 inch, and also I had more, well, I had more embellishments over here, so it seemed like everything was over here. So I took a 1/2 inch off here and then a 1/4 inch off each one of these. And yes, I love it now. Just needed that white. So close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.